I'm Novak. You know, there aren't too many automakers in North America who are still willing to say that a passenger car is one of their signature offerings in their lineup. We've got this massive shift towards utility vehicles, and somewhere in this shifting of preferences, there's usually a new design of a crossover or a SUV that becomes the new signature. Well, with Mazda, that's not necessarily the case. Their mid-size passenger car, the Mazda6, is still proudly recognized in their literature as a signature model in the overall Mazda portfolio. Now, the third generation Mazda6, which was introduced in North America as a 2014 model, is undergone a mid-cycle refresh for 2018. And with some refreshes and some updates, it's kind of hard to tell what the differences are. But that's not really the case here, as there's been some rather significant improvements to the overall exterior design. There's been improvements to the interior functionality and design. There's even been improvements under the hood. And on this review, we're going to take a comparative look at them both. Now, fortunately enough, a couple of months ago, I had a 2017 Mazda 6 with me for a few days, and I was able to shoot some footage of that vehicle as well. So in this report, we'll try to do some comparisons using footage from both as well, and see really what's different with this 2018 Mazda 6. The exterior of the refreshed 2018 Mazda 6 contains a few subtle yet noticeable differences from its 2017 predecessor. The most visible changes are found at the front, as the refreshed Mazda 6 has a new grille design using a deeper mesh-style facing as opposed to the previous horizontal line design, and it's a change I quite like. Changes have also been made to the headlamps, making them appear a bit wider and adding new LED turn signals above the lamps. There are subtle changes to the rear design as well, but are far less distinguishable when compared to those made up front. Inside, the changes made in this refresh become a bit more noticeable. The front and rear seats have been completely redesigned and feature new shapes and materials that enable the occupant to maintain an ideal posture that provides superior comfort. The new Mazda 6 with leather interior is the first Mazda product to introduce a front seat ventilation system. There is a new top-end signature trim level with the 2018 Mazda 6, and with that, some additional changes have been made. A new meter set with 7-inch LCD display is positioned with the center meter on the signature models. A new storage compartment beneath the rear center armrest features a pair of USB ports for charging devices. The new Mazda 6 now adopts Mazda's EPB auto hold function, which continues to keep the car stopped even after the driver lifts his or her foot off the brake pedal. Pedestrian detection is now introduced on North American spec models. Mazda's 360-degree view monitor is now available on the new Mazda 6. It uses 4 cameras to display the car's periphery on the center display. This new 2018 Mazda 6 also does offer some enhancements to the drive, and most notably it comes from the fact that there's now a second engine option. The regularly naturally aspirated 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine still is available on lower trims, but you get into the automatic transmissions, you get into the GT, you get into the signature trim, you've now got the turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, the same one that was in the CX-9, the new CX-9, and it gives you a better driving experience overall. It's now putting out, well, if you put 93 octane gas in this, you're going to get 250 horsepower and an impressive 310 pound-feet of torque. Put the regular stuff in, you're going to get about 227 horsepower, but it certainly offers a different kind of refined experience that is enjoyable in this car, especially when you get the good stuff in there. And that torque, it's really nice. It's noticeable too. It's not like some advantages where you kind of feel this increased torque is really something that I was able to pick up, and I quite like it. I also like, on the driving situation, the enhancements they've done to the automatic driving display, or the heads-up display. Now, HUDs, previously with Mazda, they had the flip-up screen, and it projected onto it. It's an individual thing. They've gone back to projecting onto the windshield, and that's the way it originally was with heads-up displays when they first came out, Gen 1s, and there was a lot of problems with it. But I think they've really advanced the technology. There's a lot of information that's presented in front of me. It even reads traffic. You can get your speeds. It detects stop signs, traffic signals, your speed. If you have GPS in there, turn-by-turn directions, you see the indicators coming up. So it is a better experience overall, and it's one that I quite like. And again, offers this more refined experience in the updated Mazda 6. So I think it's pretty clear to say that with the enhancements made to the 2018 Mazda 6 as a mid-cycle refresh, it really is a better car than it was. There's more than enough improvements with the aesthetic appeal overall, the exterior design, interior appointments, and even under the hood with the new turbocharged engine, that this is certainly a better vehicle than it was prior to the refresh. I guess the question for someone looking to buy a Mazda 6, though, is if you go to a dealership lot and supposedly, say there's a 2017 Mazda 6 GT that the dealer's looking to get rid of and may be willing to give you a firehouse price, well, do you go for that, or do you wait and say, no, I want the 18 with the new improved technology, interior and such? I think the overall answer to that question is a subjective one, and it's up to you. I really think that they've done a nice job, especially to get into this new signature trim. It really gives a sort of an upscale look to this mainline brand, and I'm quite in favor of it. But if price is more of an issue, you really can't go wrong with the old generation anyway. You're just getting a little bit more and a little bit better presentation and packaging with the 2018. So it really is a personal choice, but as I said, you can't go wrong either way. This has always been one of my favorites and one of the better non-luxury mid-size passenger sedans on the market. So either way, you're going to be okay. That's it for this review. I hope you found it helpful. I'm Eric Novak. Thanks for watching. There's plenty of ways for you to keep connected with me, so check out some of my social media links, suggested videos, and I'd really love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel.